March 2025. At Palmachim Air Base in southern Israel, something huge just happened. A quiet test that may have changed modern war forever. For years, enemies fired rockets hoping to break through Israel's shield. But this time, the attack never stood a chance. Because the new Iron Dome interceptor did what no one thought was possible. It saw the threat coming before it even launched. It didn't wait. It acted first. That means Israel's defense isn't reacting anymore. It's thinking ahead. And that idea is terrifying for anyone planning an attack. For over a decade, the Iron Dome has been saving millions of lives. But in 2025, engineers gave it a brain upgrade. Now, it's smarter, faster, and tougher than ever. This new version doesn't just stop rockets. It makes enemies think twice before firing. Because when defense becomes stronger than offense, war itself has to change. By the end of this video, you'll see why the 2025 Iron Dome is the most powerful air defense system ever tested. March 18th, 2025. Time, 4:30 a.m. At Palmachim Air Base on Israel's coast, something secret was about to begin. Teams from Rafael Advanced Defense Systems and the Israeli Defense Forces stood ready. There were no cameras, no reporters, and no public news. This was a classified test, hidden from the world. According to IDF sources, the test used the new Tamir ER interceptor. It faced drones that flew faster and lower than ever before. They came from different directions all at once. The goal was to overload the system and make it fail. But it didn't fail. In a silent control room, engineers watched every move on their screens. 5 years of work led to this one moment. If it failed, billions of dollars and years of trust would collapse. The first target drone shot forward at Mach 2.5. The Iron Dome radar locked on in 0.8 seconds. The computer calculated the path, but then something new happened. The system didn't wait for the full flight path. It predicted the rocket's path from its launch angle and speed. Then it fired instantly. Result: hit confirmed at 87 kilometers, beyond all past limits. Reaction time, 2.1 seconds, the fastest ever recorded. The AI had learned from 14 years of combat data. It didn't guess, it knew. Imagine a goalkeeper who dives before the ball is kicked. That's what Iron Dome 2025 just did, but with supersonic missiles. But to understand why this test matters, you need to know the nightmare that forced Israel to build Iron Dome in the first place. Because before 2011, Israeli cities had no defense at all. Between 2000 and 2008, Hamas fired more than 8,000 rockets into southern Israel. These weren't advanced missiles. They were crude rockets built in garages, costing only a few $100s each. But cheap didn't mean harmless. Over 1 million civilians lived within rocket range. In cities like Sderot, people had only 15 seconds to run for cover. That's barely enough time to save a child. In 2006, Hezbollah joined in, firing 4,000 rockets during the Second Lebanon War. Israel had fighter jets, drones, and tanks, yet none could stop $500 rockets. Families lived in fear. Children developed PTSD from constant sirens. Schools were reinforced like bunkers. Whole cities turned into psychological war zones. Traditional air defenses were made for aircraft, not for short-range rockets. They were too slow and too costly to use. The government faced a nightmare question: how do you defend against chaos? In 2004, General Daniel Gold had an idea. What if you could detect, calculate, and intercept a rocket in midair? Rafael Advanced Defense Systems accepted the challenge. Budget, $210 million. Critics laughed. They said it was like shooting bullets with bullets. Some said it was too expensive. Why spend $40,000 to stop a $500 rocket? General Gold replied, "What's the economic value of a child's life?" It took 7 years of failures, tests, and redesigns. But by 2011, 2 Iron Dome batteries stood ready near Beersheba and Ashdod. Everyone waited to see if they'd work when it mattered most. April 7th, 2011. A rocket launches from Gaza toward Ashkelon. Iron Dome radar detects it. The algorithm runs. Seconds later, for the first time in history, a short-range rocket is destroyed mid-air. But one success doesn't prove a system. The first interception in 2011 proved that Iron Dome worked. But to see why the 2025 upgrade is a breakthrough, you need to understand how it was built. The system has three main parts. The first is the EL/M2084 radar by Elta Systems and Israel Aerospace Industries. It detects incoming rockets within milliseconds of launch. Its range is 70 kilometers, and it can track objects up to 32,800 feet high. It instantly calculates speed, path, and impact point. To put it simply, it can track a baseball from 40 miles away and predict where it will land before it even starts falling. The second part is the Battle Management and Weapon Control Unit by Empress Systems. It uses AI to make life or death decisions in microseconds. If a rocket is headed toward empty land, it ignores it. It only fires when lives or cities are in danger. That's the genius critics never saw. Iron Dome doesn't shoot at everything. It saves time and cost by letting harmless rockets fall safely. That made defense smarter, not just stronger. The third part is the mobile launcher with Tamir interceptors. Each launcher holds 20 missiles with electro-optical sensors and steering fins for accuracy. Each interceptor costs $40,000 to $80,000. They destroy threats mid-flight, far from impact zones. Unlike older systems, Iron Dome's units are spread out for protection. Each battery covers around 150 square kilometers, all linked through secure wireless data. By 2014, Israel had 10 batteries covering the nation. That year, it faced its hardest test. During Operation Protective Edge, Hamas and Islamic Jihad fired 4,594 rockets in 50 days. Only 735 aimed at cities. Iron Dome destroyed over 90% of them. Israel stayed functional even under fire. For 10 years, that 90% success rate never broke. But by 2020, new faster rockets and smarter attacks started to appear. Could Iron Dome evolve faster than its enemies? The success of Iron Dome caught the world's attention, and no one watched closer than the United States. Washington saw more than Israel's defense. It saw a system that could protect American troops and allies worldwide. If Iron Dome could work here, it could work anywhere. The US invested over $1.6 billion in interceptors and resupply programs. In September 2021, Congress approved another $1 billion after heavy fighting in Gaza. That brought the total to $2.6 billion. For Israel, this money was more than funding. It was validation from the world's most powerful military. For America, it was strategy. Each rocket intercepted by Iron Dome prevented a larger regional war. In 2019, the US Army even bought 2 Iron Dome batteries for testing. They wanted to know if it could protect American bases in dangerous regions. But the US funding came with pressure. The Pentagon demanded longer range, faster response, and US system integration. That pressure became the spark for the 2025 breakthrough. The new partnership opened joint testing in New Mexico, linking Israeli and American radars. Data sharing between both nations made Iron Dome smarter with every launch. Some in Congress called it a subsidy. Others said it saved billions by preventing new wars. And then came May 2021. Hamas launched thousands of rockets in just 11 days. This was Iron Dome's trial by fire. In May 2021, a new war began. Hamas and Islamic Jihad had saved thousands of rockets for years. Their plan was to fire so many that Iron Dome would break. They called it saturation fire. In 11 days, they fired more than 4,300 rockets. On May 10th alone, they launched 470 rockets in one day. Some even reached Tel Aviv, over 40 kilometers away. Every hour, sirens went off. Families ran to shelters again and again. The goal was to tire the system until it failed. But Iron Dome did not fail. It stopped 9 out of 10 rockets. Its computers chose which rockets to shoot first. Launchers moved and reloaded fast to fill empty spots. Some batteries stopped 20 rockets in minutes. The AI learned from every shot and got smarter. It was like a goalkeeper saving 390 goals out of 430 shots. When the ceasefire came on May 21st, most cities were safe. Iron Dome turned the sky into a shield, but engineers saw new dangers ahead. And that's where the 2025 upgrade began. After the May 2021 war, secret reports showed a hard truth. Iron Dome had won, but in some fights it came close to failing. At its maximum range of 70 kilometers, success dropped to about 85%. It struggled with fast and smart targets. New threats like hypersonic missiles, swarm drones, and AI weapons were coming. The system had a reaction time of about 3 seconds. That delay cut its real range by 15 to 20 kilometers against Mach 3 targets. The Tamir missiles also had trouble with moving or twisting rockets. It was built for simple ballistic paths, not smart munitions. Hezbollah now holds over 150,000 rockets, many with GPS guidance. Iran sends precision weapons to its allies. Future wars would be faster and smarter. Israeli planners imagined nightmare scenarios. What if AI drones, cruise missiles, and rockets all hit together? What if enemies learned the dome's logic and tricked it? Another big problem was cost. Each interceptor costs $40,000 to $80,000. May 2021 alone cost up to $100 million in missiles. Fighting Hezbollah's 150,000 rockets would be too expensive. It was like having the best fire extinguisher, but too little foam for the whole fire. These were not failures, just limits of design. But enemies were learning faster than upgrades could arrive. So in 2022, Rafael Defense Systems got a new classified order. Make Iron Dome react 30% faster. Make it reach 30% farther. Make it cheaper and smarter. Do it all in 36 months. And by March 2025, the results were finally ready. What happened at Palmachim Air Base next would change everything. March 2025, at Palmachim Air Base, the secret test begins again. The targets are not normal drones this time. They mimic hypersonic missiles, AI weapons, and drone swarms. Breakthrough 1. Reaction time cut by 30%. Old system took 3 seconds. Tamir ER fires in 2.1 seconds. Its AI predicts flight paths before the rockets finish launching. That's like a runner who starts before the gun fires because he knows the rhythm. Breakthrough 2. Range increased to over 90 kilometers. New rocket motors and aerodynamic design give longer reach. Now, Iron Dome can hit rockets before they reach Israel. It turns defense into offense. Breakthrough 3. AI predictive targeting. It studies launch data and patterns from 14 years of war. It now hits with 97% accuracy. Engineers watched in shock. So the AI makes the call. It has 97% accuracy, higher than humans. But 3% wrong still means real danger. And Israel isn't alone. America, China, and Russia are racing to the same line. Iron Dome 2025 just crossed it first. The March 2025 test stayed classified, but the news spread fast. Hamas, Hezbollah, and Iran all got the message. Rocket attacks were now pointless. Since 2011, Iron Dome has stopped over 2,500 rockets in real battles. It keeps a 90% success rate, now rising to 95% with the 2025 upgrade. Millions of Israeli lives have been saved. Children born after 2011 see sirens as normal noise, not death warnings. That feeling of safety changed the country's mindset. But here's the paradox. Iron Dome's success may have prevented wars before they began. Hamas and Hezbollah now know attacks won't work. It's like a security system so strong that criminals stop trying. Yet critics warn of new problems. Each conflict still costs $50 to $100 million in interceptors. And no system is perfect. Even 5% of rockets getting through could be disastrous. Iron Dome works for a small country like Israel. But can it protect bigger nations? That's what Ukraine asked in 2022. And the answer revealed Iron Dome's greatest power and its biggest limit. In June 2022, Ukraine asked for Iron Dome. Even the US offered to send 2 batteries it bought in 2019. But the numbers didn't work. Each battery covers only 150 square kilometers. Kiev Oblast alone is 28,000 square kilometers. That's bigger than all of Israel. Ukraine would need 190 batteries, costing up to $19 billion. And still, Iron Dome can't stop hypersonic or long-range missiles. It's built for short-range rockets, not bombers or 2,000-kilometer strikes. For Ukraine, that was heartbreaking. For Israel, it was a reminder of design limits. Even perfection has boundaries. Iron Dome solves one problem perfectly, and that's what makes it legendary. The March 2025 test proved something huge. Iron Dome didn't just get stronger, it changed warfare. For the first time, defense beat offense. AI now predicts, learns, and improves with every attack. Missiles are no longer a threat, they're obsolete. Hamas, Hezbollah, and Iran just lost their main weapon. Iron Dome 2025 isn't a shield anymore. It's proof that perfect defense is possible. The March 2025 Iron Dome test changed modern war forever. What began as General Daniel Gold's dream is now Israel's shield, a system that learns, adapts, and never sleeps. It's not perfect, but it's proven. It defends with brains, not numbers. If this deep dive amazed you, like, subscribe, and share.